let's just wait for the others before we start. Anyway, we can. I think it's Valentine's today, so we can just end the session early after we tackle the tables and maybe present the output.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ready na ka sa ano, mag-present. So maybe like around 10 minutes before we start.
Actually, sir, I little bit confused when it
Mm.
comes to the to the putting that.
Mm. And you can share while we're waiting so that or maybe later when they're here already so that we can also they can also see what you have done in the case of your that slash or relative path. So let's just wait for the others na lang. Anyway, we'll use your output as an example.
I will send sir the file, sir,
Okay.
because my laptop cannot um uh,
I'll give you access sa ano sa drive. Sige, sige.
uh actually, sir, the files that I have made is uh damo-damo ba ng
Many.
many. So I little bit confused by putting you said yesterday
Mm-mm.
uh, the index that
Mm-mm.
HTML, because in my case it's different. I use first website
Mm-mm.
the HTML.
I think what we can do is you can zip and send it to me,
Okay, sir.
or wait, I'll create a folder in the drive, in the classroom drive. I'll send the link to you. Web development output. I'll make this folder like writable so that you can upload your
And also, sir, ng uh, on Explorer part
mm,
of what Visual Studio, when we put the folder, inside the folder is another folder, and then after the another folder we will put the profile,
mm,
right, sir, and
mm,
the index.
yes.
But uh in my case view, and then my something slash ng something slash skills.
Mm-mm.
So it is ano, sir, it is okay lang, sir,
Yes, yes.
if that format, unlike to your
In
work na na parang na organize.
pwede lang. Bali, as long as you will be able to identify the relative path of the file you are pointing to when you are linking documents from each other, then the web structure that you have is totally fine because that is your like your design. it like it's your own. So my like in my case, this is what I perceive that I'll be doing. That's why I did this one. So in your case, that is how you want your website to look and like how you organize it. But later on, you can reorganize as long as you identify like the main concept that you have to take note is you will be able to identify the relative path when you are linking the document from each other. Kana lang siya. So, what you're doing is fine, totally okay. That is correct, and nothing is wrong when you like place anything in between. So,
Because I'm a bit confused, sir, because after this session, I try to look for some sources like in YouTube
mm,
or in other websites for beginners. So that's why I little bit confused when it
mm,
comes to uh, encoding. Like uh, actually, sir, I have three scratch
na web
na
folder.
nagawa na
Uh,
folder.
you can
So I try
mag
to combine the knowledge that I
mm,
get from this session and from other
mm,
sources, and I find it difficult, especially some,
mag-transfer with one source to another.
yeah,
Mm.
especially some sources, sir, they use already na sang
Sige, pwede lang
CSS
magligay nun. Pwede lang.
ng, sir, ng just what I've said, ng they use na sang
May
CSS.
ara na CSS
Um,
sa file sa documents.
yes, sir. So, upon looking, sir, I was amazed how it works,
Mm,
and also I find it difficult. Maybe because I'm too advanced in
in checking
uh,
other sources.
checking other sources.
uh, but it's fine. As long as you get the main concepts, Jude, like the main concepts na bali, maintindihan mo yung yung part ng relative path because what we're trying to achieve on that is you will be able to link one document to another. Uh, that is fine, what you've been doing, and it's good that you are checking other sources so that you can compare uh, the output from that practice and the output of what we are practicing here in our sessions, like in our class. So sakto lang na, lang na siya, correct lang na siya. Wala na siya like
Actually, sir,
mm,
hindi, wala ko pa na ah,
natapos
nabutang ang dot na
mm,
slash,
the relative.
because nang ga-confuse pa ko kung ah, ano ang right bala, sir, kung taga folder dapat may index or not, something
Uh,
sir.
I shared I shared in the chat box the drive where you can upload your if nakita mo sa sa messages like sa chat box, you can upload your output there. I can share it with the others while we are waiting for them, and then we identify the like not really first is identify which one we need to adjust or we need to optimize or we need to change, and then we'll discuss it with the group.
Okay, sir.
Mm.
I will send, sir, the
Mm-mm.
folder. Ay, sorry, sir. I send it to Google Classroom.
Ah, sige, I'll check sa classroom. Sa classroom ito. Output. Or sa, dun sa ano,
I send it on, ano,
classroom.
sir, Classroom.
Sige, I'll check there.
Uh,
Development. Where did you place it man? Sa ano?
wait lang, sir.
Uploading pa ba?
Oh, yes, sir.
Sige. Under the output directory, you can upload. So, this part.
Okay, sir. Wait lang, sir.
Sige, we'll wait. Anyway, we're still waiting for the others to come in. Baka na ano pa, nag-date pa yung iba kasi it's Valentine's Day. Ayaw mag-change ng ano. I think I need to buy. Right. nakita na nako. Which one ang ano na to? Uh, philosophy website. Like everything in here may or nag-upload pa dyan. I think it's uploading. Oh, damo na. Nice, nice. Damo na. So you tried everything, like doing it on your own, and that's good.
Yes, sir. But I'm little bit confused, sir.
Mm,
Especially on navigating.
mm. We'll try to like I'll I'll use this one, your output as an example for this session. Then we'll link it like everything. We'll use this
So,
period for that one to correct the hyperlink and make the linkages from each document working.
so the index there, sir, is the first website at
Mm,
the HTML.
yes. The case here is not, uh, the case here is that when we are using Windows environment, it will not read the index as a default. But I can introduce a server, a local server today as well, that will allow us to appreciate that concept of having an index.html in our like in our folder in our website. So I think I think we'll start. Let's see. So uploaded na tanan ni siya dyan. Kaya I will download your file na.
Uh, yes, sir.
Okay. Sige, I will download it first. Okay. I'll open another window. So for this one, I will place it in the training root and philosophy website. There. Ano ko man? The training extract. Extract. Okay, extracting. So I'll just rename it to philosophy for now. dalawa. Sige. Philosophy. Okay. And branches. Sige. So this is your root directory. Okay. Labas natin. Okay. So that's your root directory. And then we'll open this one. So pwede natin siya i-drag. There is a new window. So dragging it to the new window, okay, we'll have the. So Jude, which one is your index here? So you're using philosophy, I guess, the one you mentioned yesterday.
The index there, sir, is the first website.
First website.
Uh,
This
uh,
one.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. So in this part, I the first thing that we need to take note is when creating a folder, the folder shouldn't have a space, and you should use underscore. It's recommended to use underscore instead of spaces. And then when creating folders as well, it is recommended to use lower cases. But for now, this I don't say that this is wrong, because this will still work, but it is recommended in practice that you will use lower cases and no space for folders, folder names, and also for file names of your document. So if you notice, let's kumbaga audit your document. Let's audit your document. On this part, we are working on your first website.html. So this link should go to first website, which is correct. Now, first website.html in our website directory in philosophy folder, it is siblings. They are siblings. So overview, okay, overview is not here. Saan nilagay si, tara, si overview. So there are siblings. So this one is correct. You don't have to locate another folder or add a folder, or you don't need to have that slash, since it is on the same level. Ethics is correct, metaphysics is correct, logic, political, correct, theology is correct as well, realism is correct, here epistemology is correct, cosmo, correct as well, then philosophy. So you don't have index in philosophy. Okay, first website is your index. So this one, what will happen here is it will open the folder as what we have presented yesterday, and then it will give you the directory. Like when you open it, it will give you the directory, but the hyperlink is correct. And then branches, Oriental philosophy, first website. Let's check here. Branches, Oriental philosophy, first website. So I think the only thing you need to add here is the, what is lacking, Jude, based on this. So what is lacking?
Maybe the that slash there.
The extension. You need to have the .html.
Okay, okay. I forgot.
To correct this one, you need to have the HTML. Alright, so that's one. And for Western philosophy, okay, Branches, Western philosophy. So you don't have a Western philosophy folder, but what you have here is a document. So in this case, it should be, let's open Western. Okay, no, I think so you're planning to have a folder for Western philosophy, and then place your first website.html. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I think we
Actually, it's not finished, sir. No,
ah
I try to organize it
mm,
again.
sige. So what I will do, I will create the folder for you. So it will be Western underscore philosophy philo Sophie. Ayan. And then we can transfer this one, I guess. So this is Western. So ato din siya i-drag diri and move it there. So I just drag it under Western philosophy, and we'll go back to our this first website. So this one should be branches Western philo, and then first website .html. Okay? Na-follow lang. So this one is no longer needed having a structure. So I'll delete this one for you as well. So from your working directory, first website.html, we will locate this file because mao man ni imuhang i-link aning anchor tag. So for this anchor tag, Western branches, Western philosophy, first website.html, first website.html. Okay? Na gets lang ang concept. So napatasan ha, first website. We'll focus on first website so that you will be able to digest everything. Then for here, like philosophy, I think this folder needs the file as well to connect it. That one. And I will rename it for you. Small. I'll rename also this one for you. Para na kay tawagan. You have a guide there in your work. Okay. Alright. So in here, P, just changing the just correcting the P and first website there. So I'll give you time to change this first website.html. So don't change anything yet. We'll have it one by one, like in a staggered manner, so that you will not be confused with the changes. But on this case, you are doing good already in the part where you were able to identify where the document is located. Like you were able to get the concept of where you place it, then what will be the location or the hyperlink value. The only case that we have to fix is I think you just missed the extension, and then we just have to correct the folder name, the naming convention for folders, and the exact document that we will be linking. Sige, so I'll give you what if wala dito orasan. Sige, I'll give you 5 minutes for that, for this one, or 2 minutes for this one to finish, and then we'll proceed with our next file. So in this case, I guess all of these have the same navigation, so we can just copy and paste it later. Pero daghan na ni sa Jude, like kaya siya, nice na kaya siya. Like you have tried to create multiple documents and multiple linkages already, so that's very good. So Jude, okay na locate na yung ang ano. Sige. So for this part, while you are changing your structures there, we'll check each of these sibling documents. So Cosmo, no, not yet. Sige. First website, logic, none yet. None yet. Okay. So, were you able to like test the link on your end? Like check the output. Try to
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Actually, sir, the the output in Chrome is the same as uh, yesterday. However, the problem is it shows the roots. what do you call that? The folder.
folder. Jeff, no problem. Sige, okay lang. So Jude, it shows the folder because we don't have, we were not able to, like example, this one earlier, it was philosophy alone. When we click on this, it will show you the contents of this directory. So since we are not pointing directly to the document, it is showing the contents of this directory. So to correct that one, we will add your document, which is first website.html. So you have to add this one, then check your output. Try to refresh again then. By the time you're done refreshing, click on the link for philosophy and check whether it is opening a directory. Then let me know if what is the outcome on your end.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Mm.
Um, sorry for I encountering difficulty, sir, with sa laptop ko, naglalag, sir. So, can we move on, sir? Can we move to another step so that I can uh, follow na lang and I will do it on my,
On
ano,
your other
on,
time.
yes, sir, because
Mm.
I'm comfortable to work
When you're sige.
with alone and,
Uh, sige, I understand. Alright, so for this part, wow, what we corrected lang. So it's just, this is a review. So this document from cosmology.html until theology, these are all siblings, and the way you like the way you declare all the documents here are correct. And for the philosophy, which has a folder, which is a folder and has a first website, so that you will not encounter the document or the folder content in your output. You have to place or target first website, which is the one present here in your, or what's inside your folder, philosophy folder. Similar to branches, Oriental philosophy, first website, which is this folder, and I think this one is I hope okay, I think this is nothing, this is not included, so this is not part of your website, I guess. So same, similar implementation, branches, Oriental philosophy, Oriental underscore philosophy, then point to your first website that HTML. So if we check this output, Let's open that one on a browser. First website here. Open. So this is your output now. And kindly take note if klaro lang ba sa ano yung nasa baba like yung andito.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Uh,
sir.
so if how to initially check is you can see the URL here if it's the same with your folder structure or your website structure, then it points to that. Hold on. So it points to philosophy, that part here, this portion. Philosophy, first website. So in your directory, you also have philosophy, first website. Then if you hover on overview, it points to philosophy overview. So correct location. Sorry, let's open that back. Then ethics. So philosophy, ethics. So correct. Philosophy, metaphysics. Your root directory, philosophy, metaphysics. So that's correct. And similar to logic, political, theology, realism, epistemology, cosmology. So for your philosophy website, if you notice, dalawa, diba? Philosophy, then first website.html. But it's still correct. It's because your main branch there is your main folder or your root directory is philosophy. Then you have a branch folder which is philosophy, name philosophy, and under that is the first website. So going back there, so it is correct. And then when we go to Oriental, so we have their branches, Oriental, and then first website that HTML. So Oriental, then first website. So let's match lang. And then similar to your Western branches, Western first website, which is pointing to this link as well. Philosophy, and then branches here, then Western, and then first website. So let's hover. And so branches, Western philosophy, first website. So we can open this link at our new tab, and then it opens your, hold on, baka wrong spelling tayo. Philosophy, branches, Western philosophy, first website.html, philosophy, branches, Western. Wrong spelling ba?
Maybe, sir,
Wrong
the
spelling. Wrong spelling. If you notice, philo, kulang ng O. So, wrong spelling tayo dun sa ano. Yes, kulang sa O. So, philosophy branches, Western philosophy. Sorry, that's my bad. I made a mistake on, so wrong spelling siya. Save ko ulit. The branches, Western philosophy. Yung mistake natin is nasa hyperlink dito. So, let's check that one. Going back, refresh natin. And then, let's open this one. Good evening, Sir Job.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. Yes.
yes na. Western philosophy is going to Western Philo na. So, open this one. Ayun. Philosophy. Philosophy, but is pointing to Western website, my first website, under Western philosophy folder. So that's correct. This one as well. Let's here we go back to our first website. So okay na siya. It's pointing to your branch, rental philosophy, and first website. Okay? Na ano lang na we're able to digest lang Jude the changes. So by the way, Sir Jov, what we are doing right now, I'm presenting the output of Jude. In this case, we are checking the links, the hyperlinks, and we're checking the website structure that he is trying to achieve. And for now, we are correcting the linking of multiple documents. Okay, so nag-advance si Jude with other things. So in this case, going back to our code, first website. So in this case, this part is correct already. Like every links here are correct. So what do you want to achieve now, Jude? Like going back to index or your first website? Yun yung dot slash na sabi mo earlier.
Actually, sir, my goal in that website is uh, when you click the link,
Mm-hmm.
it shows the definition and the, etc. about, for example, about Oriental and about Western. So when you click also the uh, metaphysics, it shows the metaphysics, and then I will put it home or just like that
Going back to
to go back
mm-hmm.
to the main to the first website. So I just worked on it and put
Sige,
everything the
to changes.
the changes.
Mm.
However, I don't want to go far sa being advanced to learn the CSS because uh, uh, it's quite sir, interesting the CSS because it's all about the design
Mm.
of your website and also the uh, uh,
It will consume your
uh,
time, Jude. Promise.
ye- yes sir, and
Sige.
ano nang go work ang ako pagka creativity plus sir
Mm.
ako. So wala ko na naging kwan, wala ko
Mm.
na naging uh,
Wala na ang structure.
na reveal. Or wala ko sa na naging open siya kay I know nga base ma-open ko siya or da naman ko ma-focus, mapabayaan ko ang ano,
The HTML itself.
the HTML sir.
Mm. Sige. But we will be tackling CSS maybe later part when we have the layouting. Because CSS is important when we do layout. It's the one handling the components, which part do you want it to appear in the web page. So later on, we will tackle CSS. But for now, it's important that we understand the concepts behind linking it because that is our main goal in creating a website like hyperlink. That's why it's called hypertext markup language because we have to hyperlink these documents to produce that website. So for now, I can share to you what's the way to link your this cosmology, epistemology, ethics, the logic, that HTML, the metaphysics, the overview, the political, the realism, and theology to go back to your first website, that HTML document. So I'll share that one, and you can work on that on your own. So this one is the discussion on linking multiple documents. So right now, first website, we already have you have this hyperlinks already going to each siblings and dig going deeper to the other branches. So in this case, when you click on this in the browser, it will go to overview. When you click this one in the browser as well, like the hyperlink in the browser, it will go to ethics, so on and so forth. But what we wanted to achieve is this document overview, this one, and this ethics, by the time you open it in the browser, can go back to your first website, right? So to do that, we'll open overview. We'll start with overview. And inside your overview, in between your body tag, or inside the body element, you'll have a href. Then we close it. First website, or we can call it home. And then we declare first website.html. Or to make it more descriptive, go back to home, so that it will be different from the other sites. So right now, only overview have this hyperlink going back to your first website. Okay, just tell me if I'm too fast in explaining. So I'll try to slow down and for you to be able to digest what I am explaining for this. So after, yes, Jude, you have something?
It's okay, sir, the way you teach.
Okay,
I
sige.
can follow na.
How about Giovanni? Sir, you're okay. So,
Yes, okay ra gyud kayo. Naminaw ko pero sir, kato kagahapon gali sir nga wala na miss out na po. Sir namatay recording ato sir no.
yes, we have a recording.
Ato na sir.
You can choose between the recording in the classroom, on Facebook, or on YouTube.
Ah,
Any which one is
ako sir
convenient to
Jess,
you.
ako sir Jess, sir
Sorry?
Jess.
Yes, sir.
I'm sir, I'm currently teaching mga immerso ba. And I have third year base IT students.
Yes, sir.
Okay lang ba ako nang i-add diri sir?
Yes,
It's to
sir.
they can join kay namo yung mga
Yes.
potential nga mga bata ba.
Yes, sir. They
Na
can
they're
join.
really good in web. Sige, ako i-share ang link sir ha,
Yes, sir. They can.
so they can join. Sige, thank you sir. Thank you.
There's no problem with that one, sir. And I appreciate that if you allow them to join us. The more students, yes, the more people to like know or be knowledgeable with web development. That's better. The greater the larger the community will have. So I'll wait for them, sir, before I continue. Anyway, they can review the other parts of this tutorial, and you can share the meeting link. I think it's open, and I can admit them to the class as well if they wanted to join. So anyone who would like to like um, learn HTML from the beginning, yes, they can join. Because this is designed for beginners to just like how do you start building a web page and eventually build your own website. And maybe next week, sir, they can also join.
Yes sir, ka ako i-check ang attendance nila dire. Ako sa lang inyo. I will check attendance para mapugos og join. Wait sir, I'm sending
That would be a pleasure, sir.
the link. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Sir Jasper. And yeah, thank you for the help also, sir.
No
I'm
problem,
sharing
sir.
the link to my students.
Sige, sir. Just let me know, sir, if they're having trouble in joining in the meeting room.
Uh, yes, sir.
Mm.
And ako is Jude nakasulod. Jeremiah, are you with us? J-
Yes, yes
na
sir, yes sir.
nakasulod, sir?
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. Thank you, Please message your classmates. Jeremiah,
Yes sir.
Jeremiah.
Yes sir.
Please message also your classmates. This is a
Sige
very
sir. Sige.
informative and very
Sige
useful
sir.
to
Sige sir.
our college. Thank you, thank you.
Sige sir.
So just tama ko karon sa Cebu. Kayo taking namo for board exam. Passers
Okay,
ba?
sir. Sige, sir. So I'll wait for them, sir. I'll give additional time. Anyway, I think Jude is also making changes with his output. So let's try to wait for
Yes, sir.
your students.
Yes, sir. Ganahan ka, sir, nga hasta 14 ako kapilot. I am
Sure.
handling third
Sige,
year and
sir.
fourth year students. Wait lang, sir.
Yes. There's no problem with that one, sir. The more the merrier. Anyway, this one is a room for learning. So we welcome everyone that wanted to learn. Okay, good evening. So welcome.
Joel, Jolina, please message inyong name diri sa message sa ato ang kuan ha sa chat box para I can check kung sa mga nag-join ng mga classmates ninyo. I will be giving
Okay.
extra points.
Okay, sir.
Richie, I'll be giving extra points. Please write down students who have joined this evening's session, please. Richie and Julina, please.
Okay, sir.
Nag-ano ka, sir, kining web development mo na, sir, no? ITS 311? Or,
Actually, sir, platform technology ko na.
okay.
Platform technology. Ang ganahan ko nga makaibaw sa sila ani.
Platform tech.
Uh,
I was teaching in Norso before, sir, sa main. With mga 20
really sa main, sir.
before.
Kailan mong sir Pan Roger? Good tip.
Yes, sir. Ahead siya na ako mga
Uh,
2 years.
good.
siguro.
Good. Small word. Sir, ako sa i-message ako ba na mo nga
Sige,
section, sir, ha? Kinaami mga
I'm glad,
ako.
sir,
Wait,
naghanap
sir.
ka.
Wait, sir. Ay, sayangan ko sa opportunity, sir, ba na unlike ako, naka-learn ko, and I hope my students also can learn.
Yes, sir. We'll accommodate that one, sir. It will be a big opportunity to learn the basic, because I think these students are information technology students, sir, or computer science.
Currently, sir, I'm adding IT students, but akong i-add akong fourth year diri nga comsci para they would know also, sir. Ako pang gig-message, kasi mo add to sila later, sir. Ako naman sa pang message.
Sige, sir. We can set probably additional 5 minutes. Jude, are you okay with that, Jude? Well, let's
Oo,
wait.
Sir Jude, okay lang ka, Sir Jude?
Okay na, sir.
Sige. Sige na, magklase na ko sa balik.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you. Thank
It's been
you.
a while, sir. Like my last,
Yeah.
I've my last year of teaching was 2019, around that time.
Mm.
Hmm. And it happened to be this one is actually part of our hiring process in the company. We're teaching HTML because we're trying to have people on board with
Mm.
the yeah, in the company for a new department that we are creating.
Yeah.
Mm. And we hope if
Ah,
ever they learn and they wanted to apply, and they like, yes, they can apply soon.
yeah. I have
Mm.
so many students who are very talented, sir, and are really eager to learn this web development na koan.
Mm.
So I hope they can learn something and be able to apply soon.
Yes, sir. Bali, ano, soon that I will just contact you probably
Yeah.
when we can arrange this, because I think you can recommend also people,
Yep.
students that are, ano, good in class.
Yeah.
But we welcome everyone to apply, especially those who have background in HTML already. Because yes, that's why we have this. Okay, admit.
You can, uh,
Sige, sir. No,
we're counting no, so we're 12 na in the call.
12.
Ang other section, sir, ako pang message sir, ha? So,
Sige, sir.
join ko
Actually,
sila.
sir, na-appreciate na ko ni. Kasi,
Mao ba, mao ba?
yes, sir.
Isayangan ko kay,
Sayang
like,
kayo,
kagahapon,
Kwan. Though
wala ko
we are
ka-join
sharing it
kagahapon.
online, there's
Yeah.
a, Kwan magod. Kanang if someone can engage directly through the meeting link, it's better.
Mm,
Mm.
yeah. Isayangan kay Kuput's opportunity ba? Sige, so, I hope mabasa na nila kay nag-log ko di akong kuan dyan. Pila naman ni Kaboker, Chim?
I think we have, ano,
Rich?
sir, 10. 1, 2,
10.
ano,
Sige.
10, didi 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Naidua nga ni left.
Ubalik na to sir, basta wala ang signal kay
Like,
kami man diri sa Bayawan kuan. Kanang challenging kayo ang kuan sir ba?
yes, sir.
Nawala daw ang ano, sir, kurente.
Nawala
Nawala
yung
daw
Nawala
ano,
ko
sir.
lang no.
Nag-run out.
Sir
Sige.
Maya, asa man sila kuan?
Ako
Sila
pa
Julian.
ginamit nanguli, sir.
Yeah,
Kay
paliw ko
di
G.
man class. Gani, sir, sige, sir.
If
Sige lang,
ever,
sunod.
sir, na
Sunod lang.
kuwan sila, if ever dili sila kasulod today, like tonight, they can check the recording from day 1 until this
Yeah.
day, and then what we can do is by Monday they can join us as well, again, so that they can continue ng the output.
Sige. Jeremiah, yes, go ahead G.
Sir,
Are you raising your hand?
kanay
Yes.
kanaya, sir, asa makita ang kuan kanang video sa day 1?
Isend ako nimo. Isend ako
Ay,
ninyo,
send ko, sir.
isend ta mo ipang-add ta mo sa Google ko ano mo ni sir. Yeah, kinalipay ko nalipay po siya. Sige, I'll be adding you guys sa group
Sige,
para at
sige,
least
sige,
ma-check
sir.
ninyo
Thank
dito ang
you.
previous na mga sessions.
I
Thank you,
can,
Jay, and the
Sige,
rest
sir.
of the team.
Sige, sir.
Upa na tong mga kuwan. Okay naman no, Sir Jess, no?
yes, sir.
Tapos nang ipang-add.
Naagri
Nara.
naapod sa nasa YouTube,
Sir.
naapod sa ano, naapod sa Facebook.
Yeah.
You can check
Sige.
Either of the two.
Sige, Sir Jess, kay base ng uban, nanguli pa ni kaya silang
Mm.
mga bukid-bukid. But I'm messaging them now. O, nanadulot na. Naninanulot ng mga estudyante na ko.
Fernando, dili ka sulod,
Good,
sir.
good.
Na
Okay
ano
lang,
sir?
okay lang. As mentioned ni Sir Jess, naman tayo mga previews, naman tayo
Mm.
recordings, so they can check that out anytime.
Dili,
Good,
sir.
15 na tayo.
Naiga try sulod, sir. Then mo error daw,
Ay,
fail.
Sir
No?
Jess, per try maka-add.
Okay.
Sir Jess, daga na manulot, sir.
Na-admit na ako sir. Natas ako kain.
Admit na.
11 na sir, 11.
Good.
Yes sir.
Alright, very good. Sige.
Ilang is nakabok
Wait
sir?
lang, sir. Okay.
100 is nakabok sir.
40 ni Kabo kani nga section.
Oh,
Tapos
maganda.
the other one is 45.
Oo.
So 85 ni tanan. And then I also have my 40 plus pa sa usapon
Mm.
ako ka klase, sir. But sige lang, in the coming na to nga session, mas mudagan pa gyud ta, sir, kay dagan mo kong estudyante.
Sige sir. Bali, for now,
Thank you.
if ever those like other students are not around, we can ano raman,
Yeah.
like so that we can continue presenting Jude's output.
Lapis na ba kaya mo?
So nanatas ako answer 14.
Lapis na ba kaya mo?
Or,
Kaya mo na ko dili na lang ko
yes, sir. Good evening, Ron.
mag-class.
Sige. So cut while waiting for the others to come in, murag mo continue lang ta. Okay na ba? Napa ba? So we're ano na? We're 20 minus 1, 19. So we're 19 minus the ano, see. Okay, so where will I start? So welcome everyone. So this will be web development using HTML for beginners. So for previous videos, I have shared in the messages, the YouTube channel and the Facebook where the recordings are placed. So you can check day 1 until day 4. For day 1 and day 4, day 1 to day 4, what we did was learn the concepts of web development from www until HTML or the language itself. And sige na pa. And currently we are now on the learning objectives that we tried to achieve for tonight is to link multiple documents. So in creating a document, in creating a document or creating your first HTML document, the video is available on the channel and also on Facebook. So in creating a document, it is simply creating a text file, a new file, and then placing ending it like the extension in .html. Sige, naapay ni abot. Okay. Napa ba? 25 pa. So I think napa. So right now, what I'm presenting to you, if you can see the shared screen, is the outcome of Jude, one of the participants here, is creating, I think this is, ano ba ka, Jude? Kanang BS Theology?
Ano sir, my course is Bachelor's of Arts major in philosophy.
Philosophy, okay. So mag-doctor of philosophy ni right after. Okay. So, right now, we have hyperlinks. We're discussing hyperlinks. So I'll just create, I'll have a quick review regarding this document. So when you have an HTML document, for example, first website.html, you need to have the basic markup, which is composed of doc type, HTML, head, and body. So if ever you are confused on what are those are tags. Wait, nain mula. Okay, nanay naka-join. Those are tags or HTML tags that are translated by the browser, into readable, or being transcribed by the browser by the time you open that web page on a browser. Sige. So it allows your browser, your like Chrome, to read it as an HTML. Now this part, this is where you declare the title of your document. Kana makita nimo sa tab. Napailain, sige. Okay. And then all metadata, like everything that you the keywords, the description, the page title, the website title, the things that will describe the document are placed inside the head, and all the contents which are visible in your browser, like the browser, because we have this browser window. So this is your browser window. Pinay nakaputi. Everything that can be seen in this browser window is your body tag, or in between your body tag. All contents, it may be image, it may be a text, it may be a division, it may be a component. So diri na siya sulod sa body tag. Now if you ask me, pwede ba magbutang og content sa head? Yes, you can place a content sa head, but it will be a wrong practice. So the right practice is that only place scripts, metadata, link to your style, and other non-visible information inside the head, and contents or visible information or whatever design components in your body. Okay. Now in this case, what we have here, this BR is a break line, meaning new line. That's your HTML tag for declaring a new line in HTML. I think we have discussed in the previous videos the text formatting tags, which includes bold, italic. Wait, I'll have to share that one para na may okay, this one. Alright. Okay, so na pa ba? We're 41. Minus 1, we're 40. So I guess mga 5 more students. Na pa. Sige. So on the previous part of the discussion, we have this text formatting: bold, strong, italic, break line, mark, small, del, insert, subscript, and superscript. And you can check the video in the previous discussion on what's the output and how to declare it. So we have two different HTML tags: an empty tag. Example for an empty tag is the BR, which doesn't have a pair, and a container tag, for example H1, which has its pair of closing tag. So it has a start tag and an end tag. and a content in between. So to give you an idea, this one we call it as an element. Okay, like the start, the content, and the closing, we call that one as a whole as an HTML element. This part, we are looking at it on a code perspective. If we open that one, wait sa Jud ha, i-correct na to na yung kuan ron Jud. Short, quick review lang to. And on the, this is H1 on the browser perspective. So kindly take note, there are two perspectives that you have to put in your mind, that when debugging later on, this one is your H1 element on the browser perspective, and this one is your H1 element in the code perspective. Sorry. So why is it important to acknowledge and to know where the location of your elements? Because when you have an output in the browser, you have to identify which one is wrong, and by the time you look into your code, you will know that this is the line that you have to change or to make amend. Okay, so take note of that one. Okay, so on the previous session, we are now on the hyperlink. So for the hyperlink, A or anchor tag is the one creating the link from one document to another, and we have href, which is an attribute that allows you to declare which file, which location, which folder, or which absolute path are you going to access or point to with your hyperlink. So in this case, wow, we're now 53. Sige. So I'll present Jude's output, which is philosophy folder. It is similar to the one I presented. So right now we are correcting the hyperlinks. Our current learning objective is to link multiple documents in your website. A single document, we call that one a web page. Multiple documents, that is hyperlink or being connected from one point to another using the anchor tag, creates the whole website. So this one, kana siya, wa pa siya na link. So to be able to link that one, you will be using ahref, ahref, declare the file, then your your link name. For example, here it's home. Okay. Pila ni sila tanan, sir? Because
54 surges, pero kulang pa na sila. Actually, I have 200 plus students.
because the room, sir, is actually limited to 100. So if you have 2 classes, maigo ra siguro of 40.
Surges, ako i-arrange ng schedule, igbalik na ko sa Negros. Kay karon sayangan kay ko sa session nga dili nila na ma-consume. So I want him to learn from you. Thank you, Sir Jess.
Sige, sir. Thank you for doing this as well. I appreciate the the participation of everyone. Sige. So if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask. If you have clarifications, you can raise your hand. Don't be afraid. Pareha lang ta. I'm also a nurse union. Then if you have like if you want to code while I am doing this, I'll be giving you time or like minutes to do it on your own. So for the next sessions, we'll do that one. You can prepare your laptop while we're doing class here. You can do it on your own as well. Okay. So going back, we are now working on our first website.html. So this is our working file. I'll save this one for now. Jude will continue on going back to your index or your first website.html when we visit another document. So the output of this looks like this one. So ang iyahang difference no, the code na siya mga tag o less than, greater than, tag names. But when you view it on a browser, it will have a simple text. Mga textual. Textual lang siya. And that is why it's called HTML or hypertext markup language. Because most of the output are textual unless you integrate CSS and you place additional information like images, maybe add some JavaScript actions. So later on, we will tackle that one as well. So until kuan pa man siya 28 if ever. So if we click home, if you notice the location, so what you need to take note is the URL. By the time you click home, it points to itself since we placed first website.html. If I click overview, kindly take note the link below, like file D, training, root, philosophy, it points to overview.html. Kanang naa sa ubos sa Chrome, naa sa ano, left corner, bottom left corner, sorry. So if we hover, it is now philosophy points to overview.html. And this is the tag that is doing that. Mao na siya ang nagpa-output ana. Okay, so if I click this one, it will navigate to overview. Okay, so we're now on overview.html, and this is the file that's being shown in your browser. Okay, na-follow lang. Can I get a thumbs up if okay ra sa inyo? Wow, we have a lot of students now. All right. So that overview.html content, if in the code perspective, mawala ni siya. Okay, admit. Okay, this is your back to home. Okay, this is your back to home. That is the markup. So we call this one markup if it's on a code perspective. You cannot use markup on a browser perspective. You have to use element. Anong element man? So it is element because part of the document, like it's part of your website or your web page. So this is the markup that creates this one. Muragdaghan palagi. We're now 57. So if we go back home,
In counting.
Yes, sir. So if we click on this, it points to first website. So kindly take note. You can actually check whether the hyperlink or the href value is correct, because it will give you the exact location of your file. So if you notice, nasa file D, training, root, philosophy. So this is philosophy, and then points to your first website.html. Okay, philosophy slash first website.html. Right. So I'll click this one, and it will open our first website.html. Na ano lang, we're able to we're able to get it. Nasabtan lang. Let's see. Okay. So let's go back to overview. On our code, we'll intentionally make a wrong file. Sige. So in this case, I intentionally make a wrong href value. First, website 1.html is not existing in our website. And so the case here is that when a document is not existing, when you access it or you click this link or any link na broken iyahang hyperlink value, the thing is that it will return 404 or not found. If you happen to encounter that when you're navigating through websites, so it will give you 404. So now we have the second hyperlink here in our overview.html. So that one, file not found. So another thing to take note when you're creating hyperlinks or linking one document to another, it is important to check whether the document is existing, and if it's not existing, make amend to your hyperlink value. Okay, so you have questions? I think wala pa ni sila questions. Best thing for this is you have to do the activity on your own, the previous activities. Sir, I think you can send them the activity file, the PDF. I will upload because I've created another activity file just the other day. So you can send it to them. They can like start their own website through that, and by the time they are capable already or they have done the website on their own, their local, then they will be able to continue with these concepts. Anyway, we are still on the linking multiple, so yes. So right now, what we're doing is using relative path. So I'll share my, where is that relative path? Shift 5. For in creating navigation links, we have two kinds of paths that you can use. So what you've seen earlier are relative path to your local files, and you can also declare absolute path, which usually starts with the drive letters like C, D, E, anywhere in your computer that points from the drive location to the location of your to your file. So that's a absolute path. So this one is relative. This one is absolute. So this one, we call this one as a domain URL, facebook.com and LinkedIn. And then if you want to open a new tab, you can add the attribute target with the value underscore blank, which opens a new tab for you instead of reloading the page of your of your website or your web page in the browser. So I can show that to you, and we'll use the overview. So Jude, kindly take note, this is what you need if you want to go back to your first website. Like from first website to overview, and overview going back to your first website, you need to have this link that will point to your first website.html. Jude, nakapakadara Jude. Jude, ara pa ka Jude. Sige Jude. So I'll remove this one. Now, we can add that one to each file that we have, which goes back. So I'll just give you an overview. This is our website structure, which is having a tree. So Cosmo until theology, or Cosmo.html, epistemology, ethics, first website, logic, metaphysics, overview, political, realism, and theology. All of these are siblings. And to be able to access these files or these documents under a different branch or a different folder, all you have to do is declare it using the relative path going to that document. So here, if you notice, we are using in the hyperlink, we are using branches, Oriental philosophy, then the first website.html, which Jude have created. And then the second one, branches, Western philosophy, first website .html. So working file. So ang pag-point ana kumbaga sa ano pa, if himay-himay yun dyan mo, working file nimo first website.html, ang iyang nga direction nga i-follow, branches, Oriental, first website. Okay? Working file, branches, / Oriental, the folder, / first website. And for the second, which is Western, from your working file, going to branches, / Western philosophy, / first website.html. Okay? So we can access both of this. Tomorrow sir, kay ano, wala sir. Monday na sir. Pahaway ta tomorrow sir. Weekdays lang isa sir. Yes sir, kay mag-date. Oh. Sige sir. Anyway, Monday sir, we will start at 6, or yes, we'll start at 6. We'll continue with the next topic. We're done with the multi document right now. So the next topic will be adding images. After adding images, we'll be adding list, unordered, numbered, then table, creating tables. And after that, it will follow next activities na. Okay, so we'll try to open these pages from first website. back to home. So Oriental. So if you notice, nata sa Oriental Philosophy first website. So in this case, Oriental Philosophy first website.html has the same contents. Right, Jude, you have the same contents. Arak pa ba si Jude? Anak pa si Jude. Okay. Sorry. Excuse me. So what we're going to do is how we're going to go back to our first website. So kindly take note. Okay, see the link below. So ang link na to below, it is file the training root philosophy branches Oriental Philosophy first website. So it will point to the same file, but our target is this first website, which is on the higher level. Okay, naman ta sa lower level karon, this file. Our target is the higher level first website. Actually, you can change that file name. Yeah. Don't be afraid to change file names when you practice. You will know exactly what you're doing on the hyperlinks when you change file names. Then this is the principle in knowing what you're doing is right is to make it wrong intentionally. So to understand whether you are linking it to the right document, sometimes you have to misspell the folder, misspell the file, making it wrong and checking the output, like the bug itself, will allow you to learn how to correct it. So, pwede na siyang approach. Okay, so if I click this one, it will go to the same file. And to correct that one, because our target is it goes back to the first website outside this branch. So here we have this window environment command. If you notice, you can use that slash when accessing folders. I think you're familiar with that slash and period. I think you are familiar with this because you have done C++ before. Philosophy. So CD Oriental. Okay. So right now I am on the Oriental Philosophy folder, and to be able to go back one folder backwards, you have to write cd slash dot dot slash. Okay. And hyperlinks, when using Windows environment, and relative path uses the same concept. If I want to go back to branches, philosophy, then I'll use that slash. And now I am on philosophy. I am one folder backward. So asa man na siya, this is the command, but on a folder, when hitting this one, that is the equivalent of that, of this command. Going back, cd that slash is the equivalent on a window like UI, in Windows UI, in the command prompt mo na siya equivalent niya. So to apply this to apply this one to our code, saan naman to itong code? Close na natin sila. So we go to our Oriental. So this one, we are targeting this, which is outside the brand, like on the upper level of the tree structure. So what we can do there, how many folders do we have to go back? 1, 2, and that's it, 2 di. 1 and 2. And after that, you are under philosophy by the time you have 2 / declared in your hyperlink. And you will notice as well that your VS Code kana siya will suggest where are you located already. So // and then first website. Jude, were you able to catch lang this concept? Okay. So since you are the developer, Isha, I'd like to establish this concept. If you're going to develop something, you are the one acting as the commandant or commander, or basta ikaw may magbuot. So you have the right to make the decisions, and you are the one making the decisions. So for this part, if you want to target the first website outside, or which document, you have to determine the relative path according to which document you wanted to access. So ikaw magbuod. Yes, someone wants to ask a question? May nag-open mic. Yes, I think that was Cherry. Sige, wala lagi question. Okay, so I'm on my developer perspective right now. I wanted to access first website, which is outside of the current working file that I am currently open, like I have open. So to be able to point my hyperlink to that file, what I need to do is go back 2 levels, Oriental Philosophy, branches folder, and first website.html. Okay, so I will change this one, Jude. I'll change this one to Oriental Philosophy para may difference with philosophy. Narong spelling ko lang yun. And this one, I'll change this one. Okay, philosophy section. Oriental Philosophy branch. Maybe we can make it branch Oriental Philosophy so that you will have you will notice the difference sa website. Okay, before we proceed, okay na ba? Like everyone, we're able to get the // the purpose of that / in your hyperlinks. Okay. And for the rest, you can review the video if ever you have like confusion. You can open your mic now if you have confusions. Sige. So currently I am in the branch Oriental Philosophy. And now if I click my home, can you notice the link below? Philosophy first website. it's not pointing on itself now. It's going back 2 levels. So if I click this one, it will go to the first website, which is under philosophy folder. Jude, were you able to get that? Nakuha lang ang concept sa that slash. So that is how you move from one folder to another. And the same way, this portion siguro, you can have that slash, and it will open your branch. So I think I can change this one to branch Western philosophy. Okay. Sorry. Someone wants to join. Okay, so let's check the output. I'm in the main. Someone wants to join. First website, this is the main. Then if I click Oriental, kindly take note the links. I'm now on Oriental. If I go back home, it goes to your philosophy first website. If I click the Western philosophy, it goes to your Western philosophy first website, even though it has the same file name. Okay, so I think, Jude, what you have to correct for this part, so let's correct your navigation first. Let's complete the navigation. Okay, let's go to first website. So everything here are done, and we can just copy and paste. Mao ni siya ang beauty of, that's the beauty of being an IT. You can copy and paste. Okay, someone wants to join. So our back home, we'll just call it home. So let's paste it here. Someone wants to join. Copy and paste. If I ask you who among you does not copy and paste your classmate's assignment, better not answer. Epistemology, sorry. Then this one is, I'll add title to each pages. Jude, you can observe the changes, and you can work on this on your local. So what I'm doing right now, copy pasting the navigation to each files to be able to complete the multi-document linking that we're trying to achieve. Okay, 60. Personal record, sa 60. Metaphysics, copy and paste. So advice is that when your passion is really development, you have to put some effort on understanding the concepts, like making a foundation of the concepts, because it will be the driving it's the driving concepts that will allow you to understand what you're doing. So if ever you're fond of copy pasting, just make sure that what you're copy pasting is Like you understand, like walay problema if mag-chat GPT because it's part of technology. You can use chat GPT as long as you understand what chat GPT replied to you. And it's a good tool. Chat GPT is a good tool when you want to make your work faster, like quicker output. Sige. So, I think first website under philosophy. Okay na siya. So, this part, who can tell me how to correct this home hyperlink? Or you can type in the chat box. You can type in the chat box. The working file is under philosophy folder, and philosophy folder is under the main philosophy or the document root. Anyone? What is the relative path if I wanted to go back to the main website? And I'm currently working on my first website, .html. You can type in the chat box your hyperlink value, the hyperlink value. Ronnie. Apa ba si Ronnie? Ano pa si Ronnie? So, same concept with this one. Kita ra ba? Oops. Sige, I'll give you 2 minutes to write on the chat box the hyperlink value of line number 9. Okay, maginhawas ako, sir. Anyone? Any idea on what would be the hyperlink value for philosophy? So, Jeremiah. Okay. So, Jeremiah will try your answer. Kindly take note, our first website under philosophy. So if we use that slash, if you notice, it is already outside the philosophy folder, the suggestions, meaning nisobra ang ato ang that slash. So we'll check the output. So first website under philosophy, home, this one, mo ni siya. So if you notice, can we take note of the location now, like the URL kanang naa sa bottom left corner of Chrome. So unsay nawala dira? Nawala ang document root, which is philosophy. So direct siya root first website.html. Na-notice lang ba? Can I get a thumbs up if na-notice before I proceed? So if you notice, what you declare is beyond. So, ang mahitabo ay na, if we click on this, home, it will go to root first website.html, which is not existing in my folder. Training root. Okay. So, root first website.html. This is my training root. This is the philosophy folder, and we don't have the first website here. So Jeremiah, okay, let's correct the hyperlink. What should be the correct one? Ito ipa-correct ni Jeremiah for a second chance. Correct. So, sakto. So, meaning, nisubra kag usa ka backward. So, to correct that one, kuhaan ra nimo og usa ka dot slash. Kana. So, how to translate that one? From your working file, which is first website.html, that slash will move back, so backwards. One level, philosophy. So, you're now here under philosophy nga main folder, and then it points to your website.html. Alright. So, thank you for that, Jeremiah. So, mo ni siya ang sakto nga relative path padulong sa exact nga first website.html that you want to access. So, balik ta back. Home. Philosophy. Now, if kindly take note of the kanang naa sa diri dapita sa Chrome bottom left corner. Jude, this is the that slash concept that you were asking. So if you want to point back, because I think this concept like that slash is not common to the non-technical courses, and I guess you will only encounter this when you are using command prompt. So that is how we apply it on relative path. Later on, if you're going to use this concept in PHP, what else? JavaScript, images, sources, it's the same concept, especially when you're uploading files, when you're accessing images in a different location. So that slash is used as well, or the Windows command dot or period. So yes, that's how it is on a technical aspect. So this is correct already, and it goes to your first or the main website. And I guess target na ba ni? I hope. Let's check. Any questions before we proceed? Violent questions. just give me a thumbs up if you don't have questions. Anyway, you can review the video if you have further questions. So we have completed our teka lang. Shift F5. Or I will not present na lang siguro. Okay. Ana na lang. So our learning objective was to creating multiple documents and how to link the documents from each other. That is what we're doing right now. And to do that, you will be using two things: relative path and absolute path. Now for anchor tags, to open a new tab, you can add this attribute target blank, and it will open you a new tab instead of reloading the page or accessing the document. So for this one, balik ta sa atong first website. Close na ito tanan para hindi mo maglibog. First website. Okay, so the Facebook have target blank. I want Oriental and Western to have a target blank as well. It will open a new tab for us. Target blank. So this only happens to the main, which is first website.html, and not to the others. So don't expect that what you place here will also be happening in the other navigation. No, you need to put effort on doing those additional effects or attributes. You have to add those individually. So maura na siya ang part nga consume of time. But when you have designed already your site where you can, it will be consistent from one document to another, you can create one document and then copy that document or duplicate that document and just work from those newly created document or adjust, make amendments. So you can do that practice as well instead of creating multiple documents, copy pasting, editing one by one. So yeah, discarte, it's up to you, but what you do there, what you do that doesn't create a break, doesn't create a broken page, a broken link, a broken image, and the output does not destroy the whole structure is correct. So there's nothing wrong in, you can play with it anytime. As long as it is within the standard, then that's fine. Don't be afraid to play with the HTML tags. Alright, so first website. Going back to our first website. We're now adding the attribute. So by the way, attributes are additional properties of your element. Kumbaga, if A is the tag name or the element, si ikaw as a person is the A, href is the one describing you, target is another property that is describing you. So for a human being, you have the attributes like skin color, height, width, weight, number of fingers, hair color, number of eyes, or eye color, something like that. So those are properties, attributes, and does have properties and values. Okay, so it adds or it describes your tag or your element. It it adds additional information in a like additional information. It may be descriptive, it may be informative, it may be a function. Because if I add border here and I place one, it will add border to your hyperlink. Okay, wait, sorry. Border, target. Ako rang gi-adjust ha. New line lang na ako. New line. Okay. So, ahref, border 1, target blank. And kindly take note, you add attributes on your start tag or the opening tag. And you do not place attributes in the end tag. No attributes on the end tag. You only place attributes inside your start tag. So asa na siya ibutang less than tag name in between that before the greater than, which is a closing symbol for the tag. Okay, let's check what's the output of adding border and adding target blank. Balik ka sa home. Oh, wala ni effect ang border. Why? Feel na ko dili siya effective diri. Diri daw. I think it doesn't have a, oh no, it doesn't have a property there. Hold on, let me try something. Div. I don't know if it's still working, but let's try. Try lang niya. Hindi man maklaro ang border. Actually, border for di siya maklaro. Later na pag CSS. Okay, let's remove that one. Okay, dili ma-appreciate ang iyang output. So right now, the additional attribute is target, and the effect for target is here. Okay, it opened a new tab instead of reloading this. Similar to our Western. Oops. Wag naguba lagi. Western. ahref. Ay, wait. Wrong location. Tara day. Na siya. Opening new tabs. Okay. Na-follow lang? Everyone? Okay ra? Nakuha ra to. Kanang naapas lang. Tingog biya mo ha if dili mapas. Okay. Ano biya? I don't know your personalities. I have not seen you in class, so I don't know how to pace. Like my pacing, how to adjust my pacing yet. But yes, if ever you have questions, clarifications, you can raise it now while I'm still here and I can answer your questions. Every questions are important, so ayaw ka ulaw. Okay, pariharat ang estudyante. Okay, so Jude, you're still there? Wala na si Jude. Ato ra ba?
Yes, sir.
Naara pa si Jude. So Jude, those are the correct hyperlinks for your website. I think the only thing you have to adjust now are the branch or the folder name, and the recommendation that you use small caps and underscore instead of spaces for the folder names. Also with your file name, you have to use small name like small caps and use underscore instead of spaces. Okay, there's one question I'd like to ask. If everyone can recall in their like IT, I don't know what's the code, but IT 111. I think there is a character value in the browser for space, and I think you know this if you have encountered what is the character value or the equivalent of space when it's loaded on your browser address bar. Kinsay makarecall if ever. Sir Joe, what's your ano ba? Kaning first programming language nila sa first year?
Sir, just kuan na sila, C++.
C++. With their, kasi duha man na ano, like programming 1, dayon nalimot mo ko sa inyo ang kuan oy.
Both
Kinahanglan sila.
programming 1 and 2 nila, sir. Kay kuan ka
C++
ng
din.
C++.
Okay.
Oh, pero, yeah, C++.
Puro C++ sir, 1 and 2. Murag,
Yes, sir.
so wala din ba ano. This time sir, maura niya ang web dev sir. Third year no?
Murag naana na sila, sir.
Sa first,
Naana, naana nila.
like web dev 1.
Second,
Kay second sem naman.
oo. Oo, naana sila. Naana sila, Sir Jess.
Sige, wala to nato ilang answer.
Jeremiah, kanang gitudlo ni Sir Kuan, ni Sir Kokoy.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Unsa gali na inyo ang web dev ninyo? 1?
Web 1, sir.
Oo.
One. I think sa web dev 1 mauman ata ni ang content. Di lang ko sure kay it's been a while in the academy.
I think ang basic, sir. Ako na-understand is basic. Kada lang basic nga use gali this, sir, kato para matingin mo.
Ah. So this part ko ano ta? Bali hyperlinking multiple documents. But yes, going back to the question, if it happened that you use space instead of underscores, si space po na siya different character translation sa browser, and there's an equivalent character for that one, which is %20. I think it is also familiar with in you sa C++ because I think %20 is used in C++ as well to denote space when displaying text. I couldn't remember na dugay no to akong kanay 2008 pag tong first year. It's been a while. But I guess if you could remember your C++ before, that there are representations of like %2f or duha ka float value, something like that. In this, like in web, there are special characters that are being translated into those character values like %20. If I could recall, usually good space lang ang ano. But that's why we recommend, instead of using spaces, we use underscore for that one, because there's a chance that there will be a break in the links, or though it's not often happening, but when implementing, like you might kanang ma-practice and you carry it all through your development journey. So as much as possible, makorrect siya in the beginning. Instead of using spaces, you use underscore. And when you practice it, you will carry that practice all throughout your development journey. So that's the recommendation. So I guess if you get that one, yes, can I get a thumbs up before we proceed? Okay. So for sir, may I ask the course description or the subject description if ever I can share something and relate it to what we're discussing right now.
Of what, sir? Unsa nga course
Sa
description,
subject,
sir?
sir, kanang subject mo. You mentioned platform something.
Ah, I have my platform technologies.
Mm-hmm.
I have systems analysis and design. I also have systems maintenance, system administration and maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
Tapos, sir, just per ko kung gikuha mo, sir, ba? I'm currently having parang sa seminars for my fourth year and third year. I hope you can help me with that because I really want them to learn more, especially in our field.
So
Na
ito sir,
whatever is
what
lacking,
seminar nga? Bali
seminars
you're
with IT
conducting.
related,
Okay.
o seminars IT related. Basta you can give us, sir, and you can, be our speaker in one of our, basta pwede pa, madugang to strengthen their knowledge on IT and CS. So it's
Yes
a
sir.
mixer, ha? So I
We
also have
can
my CE
discuss it
students
sir.
here. Yeah.
I
I
think
also have my CE students here and with IT, and I know, sir, they're very much eager and willing good to learn. Mauna ako sa nag-join, but sige lang, sir, story at after ani,
yes sir.
para akong
We
malatag nimo akong plano. Thank you,
Sige
sir,
sir.
Jasper.
We can discuss that one sir on a separate meeting.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you, kayo.
Sige sir. But okay, going back, Jude, this is the correct amendment to your hyperlinks, and now we were able to. Okay, napadidiri. So this one first website. So everything here should have that slash. Okay, it should go back to the main website, not main website but the first level sa tree structure. But for this one, since it's we are working on philosophy first website.html, so this one, the purpose of this is to go to the same file, diba? So all you have to do is declare the same file here, and it will go back to the same document by the time you click philosophy sa browser. Now for this case, okay, naanata sa dot slash again. So kindly take note, our working file is under philosophy, and the document that we're trying to target or link is under branch oriental philosophy underscore philosophy, and this one. So how to do that? So going back to the dot slash notation, the concept of going back one folder level. So one dot slash will allow you to be under philosophy, and then branches, then oriental philosophy in your first website.html. So para di maglibog, working file, iyaha nga containing folder, dot slash this one, then you're now under philosophy na folder. Now you can access branches folder, oriental underscore philosophy folder before your first website.html from here. So ang value ana diri, Jude, can you take note? Dot slash. Okay. Next is branches. So I'll just hit enter for that one. Oriental philosophy first website.html. So also the beauty of using VS Code is that it gives you the suggestion of unsay available on that branches, like in your directory, similar to western dot slash branches western first website.html. Okay, So if you ask me why I copy pasted this one, because if we remove this first and I'll type that slash, it will open you the file. One folder backward, which is one folder philosophy, and then the siblings of your philosophy folder. And then I'll save this one, and then let's check the output. Let's refresh. Okay, philosophy, first website. We go to the other philosophy folder, and now if we check, it goes your home. We go to philosophy, it goes to overview. Overview goes to philosophy. We'll go to ethics, goes to ethics. Going back to philosophy, let's go to Cosmo. It goes to Cosmo. Philosophy, epistemology. Going back to philosophy. So now you have created hyperlinks to each other, and that each documents are already connected to each other. Okay, so basically we have a working website, a local working website without design and only hyperlinks. Right? Jude, were you able to get the concept? Okay. So that corrects the hyperlinks. Okay, nag-open na siya. Wala. Umurag natin correct ani. So I think we have to correct this part under first website. So branches, Western philosophy, first website. The Western has an error, error siya. So Western, go to Western, first website. Remove that part mo na sa button niya. Okay, so I think this one wala siya ma-close. Sorry. So first, then Western, then branches. See, let's try that slash. Okay, that slash again. Cosmo. Overview day. Sorry. Ayun. So you will see the suggestions, and now we can just copy and paste. Sorry. For the this one as well. For the siblings. So here, let's remove this one and try to see that slash. So wala pa that slash. Here we go. Philosophy, we'll select that one, and first website. So we're now on first website. The purpose of this one is just to go back to itself. So we will just remove this part of the hyperlink. So by the time I click this one in the browser, it will just go to your first website.html, which is itself. And for this part, so if mag-dot slash tayo, it just goes to Oriental. Sorry, baliktad. Dapat kini mo itself. And this one is our Oriental philosophy and first website. Ayun. So that's the right one. Okay. So I know information overload na siguro sa that slash, but I hope you were able to get something from the concept of relative path. So what we're trying to digest now is how relative path looks like in HTML and hyperlinks, how relative path are being translated in the directory, like yun sa siya pag-access in a perspective, directory perspective, in a code perspective, then in a browser perspective. Because everything that you wanted to achieve will appear in your browser. So, and you can hover lang dun. Every time you want to check whether the link is correct, the destination of your target is correct, you can hover, check the Chrome, the bottom left corner, and you will see if you're targeting the right document, or you can click and then it will give you sakto ba na siya or dili. So philosophy oriental, I think we have to correct also philosophy oriental. Nag-error man siya. Oriental, this one. Yes, it does have the same error. That slash that's why I am copy pasting. Then for this one, that slash philosophy, and then first website, and this one. So we're inside oriental, so we just have to target itself, and now I declare that the value will be first website.html, and for this western we can use the dot slash suggestions, and then by the way, you can access that one by, like, if nasayop mo and you backspace, you can access it again by control space. So western, and then first website. That's it. And I think saving, I think everyone knows control S, because if you know control C and control V, the next thing you need to do is control S, or everything will you place there mawala, ni-close sa ano, diba? So don't forget the control S whenever you copy and paste. Okay, so let's check the output. So oriental, western, branch western, branch oriental, philosophy, cosmo, realism, theology, political logic, metaphysics, ethics, overview, and your home. Okay. So I hope naalay na absorb regarding multiple documents linking. We still have 30 minutes. I can share you like a server base. We can have a server base environment for this website. Also, Jude, so that we will be able to understand why is it important to have index.html whenever you access a folder. Because if we access the folder directly, mao ni siya ang ihatag ni browser nato. So philosophy, ato ta ni western. Sorry, napalagi error dito. Branches. Okay. So example di ba, I remove the underscore and replace it with space. So now, if you notice, oriental %20, instead of space, it's translated to %20 in your browser, then philosophy. So let's correct that one. So this is what I am speaking earlier regarding character encoding of special characters. So when you declare a special character, it is translated into these values sa address bar. And if you like, the practice for that one is to, instead of using space, you have to use underscore. So ating i-correct yan. Let's correct that one. This part. So that should be underscore. That's why it is having an error, because it is already as I said, a broken link. If I type underscore here and hit enter, ano siya? It access the file. And if we access Oriental without the first website.html, it will give you the directory listing rather. May nam sa tubig, sir. That is your directory list on a browser. So having no index exposes your folder, especially when it's online. So how to prevent that one is by adding index.html. But on the Windows environment, we have checked it previous sessions that it does not translate this one into what we are expecting. So the expected output, I think, will just be happening in in a server environment. So there is this USB web server that you can download. So this USB web server has Apache, MySQL, and PHP parser. So we can download this one, 8.1. As may ma-download ni. So 8.5. I hope my server is not running. Training. Let's go here. Jude, I am and everyone, I am already setting up a server environment, and I am using USB web server, which you can use like you can bring it, you can place it in your flash. Extract all. Like you can just bring it anywhere and you can run it. So it's copy pasting. So few more minutes. So medyo dako sab ni siya. But yes, you can search on Google USB web server. If the internet connection in your campus is fine, you can download it. Bisag usa lang ka baka ma-download and share to everyone. So what we're trying to check now is the index document concept, because in a server environment like online ba na siya or local, you need to declare your index file. And we technical in a technical aspect, we call the website folder as document root. Like for example, this philosophy, where you place all your files, your assets, your resources, images, you call that one as document root, because it is where, like, it's a base location of your folders, your files, or your HTML documents, everything that is about your website. It's the base location. So let's wait, and I'll share to you the server sa itsura niya. how you can also set it up in a local, and later on probably you can check on your own mga cloud servers. On a cloud server there's a different slight difference lang niya na setup, but the concept is the same. It still has document root, it still has the server application, it may be Nginx or Apache. It still has your PHP parser if you will be using PHP. So either of those, because in Linux, the location of your HTML or your website is not the same as in Windows. So nasa slight difference the two. Dugay lagi siya. So who among you is already developing a website, or anyone using PHP here? So I guess you're already in the second sem, right? Kanang sa web development 2. Okay. And I think everyone already knows RDBMS. But aside from those beginners that is present in the room.
Murag, Sir Jess,
Yes, sir.
I think, I think they're all familiar with the BMS.
For RDBMS ka na relational, sir.
Oo, murag familiar sila ana, sir, kay naan man ni subject ana pod.
Mm.
Oo, so I think most of them
Mm.
familiar siguro kay natudlo man siya pod.
Mm. Sige, sir. But we will not touch that part, sir, because our topic is about HTML. So right now, what we are what we're doing here is setting up the web server. So local web server. This is be able to show you the importance of having index.html or an index document, because you can change it, you can configure whether it will say index.html or it will tell you first web.html as Jude have created, or you will create maybe front page.html. So you can configure, actually it depends on you, but in the beginning the most maybe common, but the default is index. Yes, SUMP is the same to what we have here. SUMP stands for Windows, Apache, MySQL, PHP, and Perl. Ay, X, no. That's WAMP pala, sorry. So there's WAMP, actually, there's WAMP, which is Windows, Apache, MySQL, PHP. XSUMP, ang butong sa na X niya? X ni mo? I don't know. But yes. Dugaya lagi. Or probably because I am recording. So I'm actually recording while the session is ongoing. So that's probably what's making the extraction quite slow. Anyway, it's only 8 MB. Basta hindi ka na may intermission dara while waiting.
Asa man si Bindia pagkadaon sa tunato. Naman tayo ato ang kaugalingong koan kana kasingan man animan. Singer diha.
Gamay lang, sir. 7 MB na, sir. So by Monday, still the same time. So you can review lang over the weekend if ever you wanted to start developing already the website, like the local website we started in the previous sessions. And then by Monday, you can join us at the same time, 6 in the evening until 9, or if ever, I know, humanta early with the activities, yes, we can. And then, yeah, we'll continue with the rest of the activities of HTML. And our target is that you will have to deploy it on a free online server, online host. So we'll try to check if we can find a free web host online, because right now with the technology of AI, most of the web hosting before, they already they migrated from being a web host to a template ano tawag gani template based web hosting. So it's hard to find, but I'll try to look for, or if ever there's none, maybe we can buy a cheap domain and a cheap web host, so you can practice deploying online and you will see your name, probably like a subdomain, something like that. We can have that discussion on a separate class, but for this one, our target is web development using HTML, then CSS, then JavaScript, and then the next would be JavaScript with regular expression. So if you're familiar with regular expression, its uses and the concepts, how important it is in web development. Then right after that, we will have the PHP, like separate classes. Okay, so I have my server here. So continue ta. So if you notice, na siya Apache, na siya MySQL, it have PHP, the PHP may admin, the root, and the settings. So in the settings, it's where your configurations are located. But this one allows you to set up a server in the simplest way. So if I open this one, and then after opening this, you just have to allow. Yeah, it's running already. So allow. And then Jude, this is the document root. So if you click this one, okay, my SQL is not running because I have a local SQL application, so hindi na siya madalagan. So for the settings, if you notice, path to root and the port, I don't know if klaro ba dira, but this one you have document root. So root the AR, it will open your index. Okay, someone wants to join. And then if you open this, kining localhost, i-click lang siya. So this is the server environment. So PHP 8. So Jude, kindly take note the difference because this is a little bit technical. This is server already, which should be later part. I will just introduce it and we will just discuss it again after the HTML, so that you can try this one and you can ask questions. Something ganina. philosophy and first website here. So the difference now is that if your website is running on a server environment, it will point to a host. And the host name usually is your domain name. It might be google.com, facebook.com, or any domain that is registered equivalent to an IP address that is pointing to that is configured to that server, that physical server or a cloud server. So in this one, we are accessing the document using the Windows environment. So naka Windows environment lang ta. Directly accessing it from the training root philosophy folder. So once you want to migrate it onto your server, like online ba na siya or local, what you have to do is just copy the contents of your philosophy folder or the website folder that you want to deploy. So nag-deployment na bigla. So I will copy this one and paste it on my root directory. So I'll remove this. So I'll delete this first. So wala na unod akong root directory for my local web server. Now Jude, this is what's this is what I told you earlier, that it will expose the directory. So without an index file, it will expose your folder. So if I place something here, like I will paste your files here, the branches, philosophy, cosmology, everything, and I'll refresh my server, it will show you the list of files. And I can open this using localhost HTML. So this is what happens when you don't have an index file and your website is already deployed on a server environment. So to discourage this, the only thing you have to do is to place index.html in this root. So I will copy theology lang and I will rename it to index. So in this case, nanatay index document, and if I refresh this part, it will display what's inside the index.html. But if you notice, wala siya index.html here, because all server automatically reads the index file by the time it first loads when deployed in a server. But here you can still access the same files, same location. Still opens the same things, but it is now on a server environment and not on your file. That's the difference. Server environment, Windows environment. Okay? So I think that's information overload for everyone na siguro. Any questions? Sige, question and answer. Na ano lang to, na sub 10 lang. Can I get a thumbs up for that one? The difference between a server environment and a Windows environment. Wala ba question? So Jude, mao na siya ang kuan niya. Bali, I'd like to give this emphasis, especially to Jude, because we were discussing this on this previous session, that the importance of index files in a folder or uh, in a website. And if it happens that you don't have folder there, like when we access siguro this Oriental and we remove this, it will show you or expose your directory listing. And by the time it's exposed, there might be files there. It may be an Excel file or a backdoor file ba dira. So exposing files may be good to some. Dili magmatter, it will matter. If you notice, this SQL is not running, this database application is not running right now because it is using the same port as my MySQL or local SQL application is using. So 3306 is the default MySQL port or database port used by database applications. And also for web applications, like any web application, it uses pourt.it. So if you're running with XAMPP and you're running with USB web server and you have a local Apache and a local MySQL, if you're using the same port to each application, it will have a conflict, and only one, the first one to run, will be the host. It may be a web, it may be a database. So what you can do there is to change the port of each application. It may be tedious, but it can run side by side. And the port that you open, for example, sa Apache, you use 80. For the USB web server, you use 8080. For the local Apache, you use 8081. I don't know. For MySQL, if the XAMPP in MySQL is running using 3306, you can do that. For USB web server, you change it to 3307. And for your local database application, you use 3308. Yes, it can run side by side. But it matters. You have to configure it lang. So if nakay duwa ka server or more, pwede. If you know how to configure it, pwede. Okay, so I hope that answers some questions to our previous sessions regarding why is it important to have index files when you're deploying already and when you're creating a website. So that's why I mentioned in a previous session that it's important to create index.html whenever you create a folder, and it's important to not expose your directory, especially when it goes online. Alright, so I think that ends our napabay question. Napalagi ni Sudod, maghuluman na tayo. Any other question? Jude, Ronnie, how about the ikaw, Sergio, Bunny, you have questions?
Wala ra sir, just kay ako i-review usog ang imong recording kay murag di ko ka-focus sir kay na ako sa gawas, wala yung signal lang sa sulod.
Sige,
But
sige.
anyways, I'll review it sir kay mo try po ko on my own how to do it.
Sige, sir.
Kay lahi naman good ang experience kung you do it in your laptop than to just listening to it.
Yes, practice is important. So the only thing that differs from a good developer to a developer na kuan is practice actually. Even though they both have knowledge, but the latter is not practicing. The problem there is that when executing or creating implementations na ay difference and nadyo bug maybe in the execution you will see the difference that, so yes, my advice, practice if you have time. Anyway, you will benefit from it. No one will, no other people will benefit when you practice. It's you alone. So good thing there is that when you practice you gain different kind of understanding, because you will encounter different situations when you do practice. And yes, you can go back to the reference by the time you get confused, so that you will be able to correct the exact implementation that you want to do or to achieve. So kana lang. So everyone, if you want to, maybe a web developer, digital marketing, or a template creator, those simple things that will allow you to touch base with HTML or markups, because there are a lot of markups, not only HTML. We have XML, we have, I forgot now, but yes, the same, especially when creating documents on the web. Companies or other companies create markups itself, and the hybrid markups, it's still based on HTML languages. So the concept, the practice can be applied to those even if it's hybrid already. So yes, I think that's it. Napailang questions? We still have time. Pwede pa ta until 10.
Actually, Sir Jess, kay fiesta ron sa Bayawan. So ako rin sa panguha. Kaya I want them to
Okay.
learn. But I think they're looking forward no, to listen to you more. Sir Jess, maayo na kayo ka mo-discuss kung sila.
Sir, thank you sir. I appreciate that one. Brag na pong dagay time yatog bayawan mga 1 hour na.
Pwede. Una mag-80 kasi mga more or less 2 hour plus.
Og mga 100 per hour sir. Oh,
I don't know. Ayaw,
100 kilometer per
kinapat
hour.
napatay next ka session, Sir Jess. I still have more of mga topic I'd like to discuss with you para how can we help our students here in Bayawan, especially kasi sa IT nga mga bata, sir, kay I see most of them the potential. I hope we can develop them to be
Thanks
like
sir.
you in the future.
I appreciate that sir. It's a compliment. We can discuss that one sir. If ever.
Sir, just gay ko sa imong number, sir, para manawag ko nimo sa phone, sir, para makaisma na tagtarong kay actually next round na mi karon sa fourth year na po, sir, ba.
Yes sir.
Uhaw gyud kaayo mi, sir, og mga training like this. Kay lisod mangud kaayo mi, sir. Wala kay mi industry sa Bayawan, sir, ba. Kunya, we cannot find someone like you who is an expert in the field to really, make some trainings with these students, and soon, hopefully, they will have this kwan ba as their weapon, gali, sir, in looking for their puhon trabaho ba.
Mga trabaho sir.
So,
Kaya ang target
kay
mo
luwi
dyan
kayo
sa
sila, sir.
college sir, di ba, is makitag trabaho.
Mm,
Sige sir.
so, muna. Sige, kay kung number ni mo, sir, just
Yes
ito
sir,
lang sa, o
I
message
can,
ako nimo.
yes, I can send you my contact sa ano.
Kay, kanang, na 4th year karon ni message, nasabot na mi unsa mo ang pwede na mo ipamarayag nimo. Thank you, sir, Jess. Thank you
Sige
kayo.
sir. Okay, so I
God
think
bless you, sir. God bless you.
you too sir. Thank you. So I think wala na ba yung question? How about Ronnie? How about Jude before we end the session? Can I get a thumbs up for these two gentlemen who's been with us since day one? Ronnie? Okay, all good for Ronnie. So Jude, you can message me anytime if you have further questions. And I think that ends our session for day 5. And I appreciate everyone who joined us tonight. And I hope to see you on Monday for another HTML class. Alright, so I think that's it. Thank you everyone and have a great weekend. Thank you. Bye-bye. So you can actually leave the feed. Pwede na.
Salamat,
Class
sir.
dismissed.
Salamat, Sir Jess. Salamat, Sir Jasper.
Thank you, Sir Giovanni. Yes, I will email you my contact, sir, and yes, we can speak on that
Expect ko
regarding
that,
your
sir.
request. Yes.
Sal-
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank you.